Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're looking at NIO. The NIO ET7 can actually shake. This video has been going viral around the internet quite recently, and we want to check it out. Apparently, this new EV by NIO is the perfect answer to Maybach. So we're still roughly about a year away from seeing the deliveries of these new vehicles by NIO, the ET9. It's the most luxurious EV model to date by the brand, designed as an ultra-premium, exclusive vehicle to compete with the likes of Porsche and Mercedes-Maybach in a recent video posted by NIO. This is an apparently $112,000 EV. The ET9's intelligent chassis system can shake off snow off itself, and we want to check this out. So this is what that looks like, by the way. I've seen this video on the internet, and to be honest, I really couldn't believe it. I've seen something similar to this, and I believe it was in the Porsche Panamera. It wasn't for the same reason. Porsche was just showing off how you can use your phone to control the movements of your car, and that was really interesting. And when I say movement, I really mean hydraulic suspension movement from being outside of the vehicle. This sort of reminds me of that, but it's as you can see, it has a different purpose in mind. This is another video of this vehicle carrying quite a lot of glasses of champagne, I believe it is, and it's in the prototype camel livery, of course, just to show the smoothness of this vehicle is really interesting. So this is supposed to be NIO's best designed vehicle yet, and it's quite a big vehicle. And it's not a small vehicle. It's not short. It's quite high. It's quite big. It's quite wide. It's going to be very interesting for the NIO company to bring this to the market. The ET9 is a fresh new model to the NIO production pipeline, existing as a mere rumor a few months ago before being confirmed by the company's CEO, William Lee, in December 2023. The ET9 will join the NIO's existing ET5 and ET7 sedans as the all-electric, modern premium electric sedans. The ET9 900-volt architecture requires less high-voltage wiring and thus less overall vehicle weight, all while increasing the rate of charge for this new upcoming sedan. NIO's executives share that the new platform also enables smaller and lighter electric motors, offering higher power densities as a smaller footprint. And it's described by the CEO as luxurious as hell. And it's apparently a new challenger for the Mercedes Maybach, the Mercedes S-Class, the BMW 7 Series, the Audi A8, and the Porsche Panamera. But is it not also a competitor to the Porsche Taycan or the Audi e-tron? Perhaps NIO is actually going full luxury, like a mini limo, essentially, like a small limo. But once you look at this vehicle closer, you start to realize what they want to offer to the buyers. It's all part of a luxury lifestyle, essentially. So if people are into the private jet lifestyle, apparently this vehicle is for those individuals. Interior-wise, I can see what they mean when they say extremely luxurious, because I've seen these images before, and I must say, this really does take things to the next level. It's really impressive what NIO could deliver with this vehicle and what it could accomplish for people who are in the market for this sort of vehicle for real. There is genuinely a market for this sort of vehicle, and NIO is not wasting any time. They're going ahead and building this thing as soon as possible. You can see it's already in prototype mode, and it's roughly around a year away from being delivered to customers. That's actually incredible. This is a company that's currently delivering vehicles in Europe to customers. They're expanding their charge and swap networks throughout the European continent. This is the company that's bringing the ET5 to the UK quite soon. I think that's actually supposed to be this year. I might have to double check on that. I'm losing track a little bit. But I still need to get a test drive of one of those things because it was one of my favorite vehicles to step into. I didn't expect it to be that luxurious, but it was extremely comforting, extremely luxurious. The material was really amazing. And this is the NIO ET5. It's supposed to be the Tesla Model 3 competitor, the Polestar 2 competitor, and it was absolutely incredible. From my experience, I felt better in the NIO compared to the Polestar 2, compared to even the Model 3. I felt better in the NIO. I really liked the material. It was really fantastic. I was shocked. I'm still in love with that vehicle, to be quite honest with you. I made an entire video about that vehicle. This was when I made my visit to Goodwood, and I believe this was in 2023. I believe it was 2023. Great times, by the way. Aside from that, did I happen to mention just how undervalued this company is? Seriously, year to date, it's down 40%. Right now, it's literally $5.96. So I can literally buy one of these shares for approximately £5. That's not a bad offer. In fact, if anything, the market cap is 10.2 billion US dollars. But what are the revenues of this company like? Well, that's the thing. This is why I do believe that this company is incredibly undervalued. Fair enough. In the first and second quarter of the year last year in 2023, revenues were quite low compared to the previous year. In fact, first quarter was 10.6 billion. In the second quarter, it was 8.7 billion. But in the third quarter, it was 19 billion in revenue for the NIO company. In 2022, the last quarter, the fourth quarter of 2022, it was 16 billion. So the quarter of 2023, could we see the revenue exceed that of 20 billion? It is definitely possible, but it looks like they had a slow start last year in 2023. Will they have a better start in 2024? That's the big question. But for a company to be generating 19 billion in one quarter, that's quite incredible. So essentially, those 3 months, they generated, I'd say 37, 38 billion in those 3 quarters alone. That's incredible. So if they generated another 20 billion, you're looking at over 57, 58 billion in revenue in 2023 alone. That's incredibly undervalued. Now let's take a look at Tesla, right? Let's take a look at Tesla. In the third quarter last year, Tesla generated in revenue 23.3 billion. NIO generated 19 billion. How is it possible that NIO is capable of making that much money in revenue? How is that possible? Now, I might have to look into this in a further video. And keep in mind, Tesla's value is over $636 billion. Tesla's value. And fair enough, right now, it's extremely cheap compared to where it was before. Free cash flow is good. The net income is good. It's getting even better. The earnings before interest and tax is pretty damn good as well. Not to mention the cash they have on hand compared to the debt that they have. Debt is extremely low, but the cash on hand is great. The EPS is looking great and it continues to advance. So how is it possible that in terms of revenue, NIO can get really close to Tesla, yet in market cap is completely different, yet in deliveries, it's not close? I believe last year Tesla might have delivered over 1.8 to 2 million vehicles. I could be wrong, I might have to double check, but really incredible stuff. So to look back on NIO, just before I end this video, just to confirm, these are the data for 2023, Q1, Q2 2023, Q3 2023. Essentially from Q2 to Q3, they doubled their revenue from Q2 to Q3 last year. And this was a slight anomaly. Was perhaps because of the amount of discounts Tesla was offering. Tesla was offering an enormous amount of discounts, and people were buying Teslas instead of buying Rivian, instead of buying Xpeng, instead of buying Polestar. People were buying Teslas because the Teslas were a lot cheaper. Was this the reason why NIO was negatively affected in the first quarter and the second quarter? It's possible, but it looks like whatever happened, they definitely recovered in the third quarter. Now we await for the final fourth quarter of last year, 2023. I need to do a deeper analysis on this company because it's extremely cheap and undervalued. So thank you for watching this video. Subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment. Keep in mind, NIO's market cap is 12.9 billion. Last year in Q3, just one quarter, they made more than that, 19 billion in revenue. And fine, they might not be the most profitable company at the moment. As you can see, Free cash flow is not looking good at all. Earnings before interest and tax, not looking good at all. But this is a company that they're still a startup. They're building out their infrastructure. They're extremely late. Tesla's been doing this for a very long time, a much longer time compared to NIO. NIO is still very new to the market. So to see NIO, XPeng doing so well, it's really impressive. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.